It's the Torch Awards. Our legacy will go on. Our legacy will stay strong. Our legacy will go on. On and on and on and on and on. Stand up and move forward. That's what we're saying to you. Stand up and move forward. That's what we want you to do. If you want to know the way to step into the light, education is the key. That's gonna make it all right. We can make a better world. As we help our precious girls stand up and move forward. That's what we're saying to you. Stand up and move forward. That's what we want you to do. It's our community. We want to help you be your best. And our legacy is your success. We can make a better world. As we help our precious girls. Scholarships, guidance that's true. Pass the torch. The legacy ladies wanna see you stand up and move forward. That's what we're saying to you. Stand up and move forward. That's what we want you to do. Stand up and move forward. That's what we're saying to you. Stand up and move forward. Children, I'm talking about the children. They are the future. The beautiful boys and girls. Children, I'm talking about the children.
And now, a performance by NAACP award-winning program, Amazing Grace Conservatory. When words are insufficient, they dance.
Hi everyone, I'm proud to lend my voice to Legacy Ladies, whose mission is to transform the lives of disenfranchised girls as they become productive global citizens. You are the God who made everything, some great and some small, it's all yours. You made sun, moon, and stars, the earth down below, it's all yours. Marvelous, God, it's all yours. What a marvelous God you are. We give back to you what's already yours. What a marvelous God you are. Everything, Lord, it's all yours. God, you made us in your image, and for that we're grateful. We're so grateful to be able to give back on your behalf. Oh, hallelujah. What a marvelous God you are. We give back to you what's already yours. What a marvelous God you are. Everything, Lord, it's all yours. What a marvelous God you are. We give back to you what's already yours. What a marvelous God you are. Everything, Lord, it's all yours. We're so happy to work on your behalf, Father. Everything, Lord, it's all yours.
Higher and higher, further and further. Legacy ladies making futures bright. They're the legacy ladies.
Welcome to the Legacy Ladies Inc. 16th Annual Torch Awards, hosted by Chris Schauble, featuring the 2020 honorees, Beverly White, Stephanie Wiggins, George Willis, and the graduating seniors of our program from the Schoolhouse to the White House Leadership Academy, Symphony Bourdonnais, Ashley Harris, Yanaya Reynolds, and Jalen Anderson. Also featuring music performances by A-Lord. And now, welcome Avis Gibson, Advisory Board Member of Legacy Ladies, Inc.
Good evening. Our Master of Ceremony for this evening has been a big supporter of the Legacy Ladies for the past 16 years. He needs no introduction because you know him as an award-winning anchor, community servant, and the recipient of the Legacy Ladies Golden Mike Award. And yes, he's ready to inform you of breaking news at 4 a.m., Monday through Friday on KTLA Channel 5. Now, welcome to the stage, our dear friend, Chris Schauble.
Thank you, Avis. It is my pleasure to be here this evening and join in the celebration of the Torch Awards. I've been helping for 16 years, and I'm not going to stop. Tonight, we're honoring some amazing individuals who are changing the landscape in corporate America and in our communities on a daily basis. But this evening's program would not be possible without our educational sponsors: United Parcel Service, the McCallion Family Foundation, the Castillo Charitable Foundation, LA Lakers Youth Foundation, Brotherhood Crusade, Cal and Tina Tyler Foundation, Kay and Kenneth Jarvis Foundation, Kenneth and Karen Parks Foundation, U.S. Bank, and Dorothy Ellis. In 2004, a vision materialized in the wee hours of a Sunday morning called Legacy Ladies. It was formed with 6 women who had 20/20 vision to change the lives of historically disenfranchised young African American girls and families. As a result, the lives of more than 16 families have changed forever, including 3 military families who needed a hand up. They have provided housing, vehicles, a home makeover, financial assistance, and special education for their kids. During the past 16 years, they have made the dreams come true for 110 African American girls to attend college, and they have given more than $1.2 million in in-kind gifts, scholarships, laptops, iPads, and they have given them opportunities to travel to San Francisco, Atlanta, Sacramento, Seattle, and Washington, D.C.
One of the hallmarks of the Torch Awards is the recognition of those who have carried the torch of change to an accomplishment throughout their lives.
They are passionate and committed to helping others. And oftentimes they have multiple roles within the organization to get the job done.
They are motivated by a set of principles and guided by what is the right thing to do.
The Legacy Ladies' DNA consists of love, it consists of service, it consists of community outreach, and most importantly, it consists of
They're
you.
small in numbers, but they leave a big footprint, as you will see this evening.
And it has always been my goal to lift as I climb.
The wheels of education turn slowly, so we put our foot to the metal with the From the Schoolhouse to the White House Leadership Program.
It's a labor of love that we share with individual donors, school administrators, educators, and families who provide the ultimate gift of their time and shared resources for the betterment of our entire community, which we proudly serve.
The high school students, tremendous inspiration. We're confident in our future when we see these young people.
So legacy is about leaving the door open for those to come behind you.
And battles that we thought we had won, we must fight again. We have work to do. But like our ancestors have said, we ain't no ways tied.
We want them to be energized, to start a movement, to change the world, to become entrepreneurs.
I want you guys to recognize these women truly create a legacy.
We must honor the men and women who have fought so hard for equality.
May they have the hindsight to know where they've been, the foresight to know where they're going, and the insight to know that God Almighty guides this mission.
Legacy Ladies is committed to ensuring equal opportunities, equal education, strengthening families, rebuilding our communities, and closing the achievement gap. In the words of President Barack Obama, leadership tomorrow depends on how we educate our students today.
The Legacy Lady Leadership Program changes this overwhelming statistic one student at a time. Every year, true to their mission, the Legacy Ladies identify as a family to support, to provide encouragement, and offer a helping hand.
We will continue to serve as a catalyst for change by preparing our children for the global marketplace and regain our competitive edge. We must ensure that all children have quality education.
Sisters, you are to be commended, and the founding mother of this organization is to be commended. She proves that the best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up. What I just described was the vision of the president and CEO. She wakes up every morning with a passion to change the trajectory of lives of young African American girls. Ladies and gentlemen, the fire behind Legacy Ladies, President, CEO, and founder, Lady Jackie Castillo.
Thank you, Chris. Good evening. A special thank you to all of you for believing in us these past 16 years. Tonight, we dedicate this evening to all of those whose lives have been affected by the social, political, and health crisis facing our world. Let's please pause for a moment of silence to acknowledge all those whose lives have ended too tragically and too early. Thank you. Although the current climate leaves us faced with unprecedented challenges, we must understand that we all have the power to make a difference. We must continue to protest, we must continue to march, we must continue to let our voices be heard, and we must continue to press on peaceably. Press on until change has been effectuated. As we all endeavor to be the change we wish to see in the world, we must ask ourselves, what do you want your legacy to be? I am reminded of a quote by Max Dupree that goes like this: "It is important to remember that we cannot become what we need to be, remaining what we are." As an organization, our legacy will always be defined by the success of our Torchettes. Legacy Ladies strives to help enact meaningful, positive change in the lives of our girls, providing them the roadmap for future achievement. We press on, not just for ourselves, but for future generations. COVID-19 has given us all a reason to pause, reflect, and reimagine the life we wish to live. But the feeling of apprehension associated with living through a pandemic is nothing new to Brown and Black communities. Unfortunately, this is a burden we have always shouldered. Our pandemic is police brutality, economic inequality, lack of access to health care, spiking unemployment rates, and systemic racism. We have always endured, and we must continue to press on. As a result of COVID-19 pandemic, Legacy Ladies was forced to pivot across various areas of the intended curriculum. However, our commitment to the girls, who we affectionately called Torchettes, remained steadfast as we shifted to virtual interaction, and their continued engagement with our Leadership Academy, called From the Schoolhouse to the White House Leadership Academy, was beyond commendable. Our after-school academy focuses on personal and professional development, providing the girls the tools necessary to serve as future leaders. Because of your financial support, this year, Legacy Ladies was able to expand our Leadership Academy into 2 additional schools, extending our current footprint to 5 schools within Los Angeles Unified School District. Presently, we are serving African American girls in South Central Los Angeles at Crenshaw High School, Dorsey High School, King Drew Magnet High School, Washington Preparatory High School, and Middle College High School. During the course of the year, the students continue to evolve from young girls to young women who walk in their truth. They are young women who are the infrastructure for the future. They are young women who will change the world. But now they face unprecedented challenges due to the pandemic because they are experiencing deficiencies as a result of distance learning. Presently, African American students are 10.3 months behind in learning, not to mention coping with accompanying physical and mental challenges. As a result, the achievement gap continues to widen. Distance learning is not working. But the need for our after-school program from the Schoolhouse to the White House Leadership Academy is working. 100% of our girls have graduated from high school and have gone to college. We serve as a safety net for our girls, and we give them hope. We want to be a light in their darkness, so they know that they have a bright future in spite of their present circumstances. So tonight, please consider being part of our safety net and make a personal donation of love by going to our website at www.legacylladiesinc.com.
The organization recognizes that the Leadership Academy would not be as successful as it is without the support of our school administrators. At this time, we would like to recognize one of our outstanding and dedicated principals. He has gone beyond the call of duty to ensure the girls from his school are actively engaged in the Leadership Academy. In addition to the full student body, which has a graduation rate of 99%, his commitment to his students and education has earned him the Principal of the Year Award. Principal Reginald Brookins of King Drew Magnet High School of Medicine and Science. Thank you for your support, Principal Brookins. Please accept this trophy as a small token of our appreciation.
Wow, this is beautiful. Thank you, Lady Jackie. Whenever I receive any kind of award, I try to think back to what got me to this point. And I'm a product of Los Angeles, born and raised in South Central. When I was young, my mother had high expectations for me. She always believed in me. My earliest memories is us driving by USC and her telling me, this is where you're going to go after high school. Where I knew from the beginning that my journey didn't stop after K-12. Well, that's the same mindset I use in my role now as principal of King Drew Magnet High School, because our motto is King Drew goes to college. I noticed as growing up, a lot of my peers did not have that same support. They did not have that same expectation. Therefore, when it was time for them to graduate from high school, what they were going to do next, they didn't know. It was never a doubt for me. So when a young ninth grader comes walking into King Drew, I realized that they might not have that same support. They might not have that same mindset of what their destination is. So from the beginning, we tell them, this is a culture of success and a land of high expectations. We share with them our statistics that have gone on for over 30 years as our school was born out of the ashes of the Watts riots. We share with them that there's nothing less accepted than 100% graduation. There's nothing less expected that you will graduate from King Drew Magnet High School of Medicine and Science, college and career ready. I share with them that 90% of our graduates go to college, 70% to a four-year university. I share them that it is not the expectation across this country and across this world that you're going to achieve that, but we believe in you. You have advocates within this building, right? The expectation for every student walking in this door is that you're going to college, and you can do that, and we're going to support you through that journey. As I mentioned, our school was born out of ashes of the Watts riots with the mission of providing more minorities into the healthcare field. I am proud to say at this moment that for the past 20 years, we've been the largest feeder of African Americans to UCLA. Our students go to every university across this country. And a lot of people believe that what we achieve is not possible. But I know that deep inside my heart, that we can achieve what's expected of us. And therefore, the expectation is you're going to be great. I have a wonderful staff behind my back that believes that our students will succeed, our students can succeed, and their success is our ultimate goal. We are passionate about them being successful and doing what they can to make a change in this community. Our school was born from the mindset of Dr. Martin Luther King and Dr. Charles Drew, who've run through obstacles, and it was through an uprising that our school was established. How is that connected to what's going on today? Uprisings can make change. We are the change agents. Our students and our youth will be the next leaders of this world. When Dr. Martin Luther King started, he was in his 20s. I think back to the great John Lewis and Good Trouble. And John Lewis started, he was marching when he was a teenager, right? And so because you're in high school and you're only 15, 16 years old, does not mean that you can't be the change agent that makes this world a better place. And so I was so excited when Ms. Castillo came to me and said, I want to start a mentoring program. I have a mentoring program for girls, and I want your school to be a part of it. Because it's through examples of her program that our girls see what they can be. Our girls see those people that are in their lives that believe in them, that are giving them the expectation that you can do whatever you put your mind to. So I'm appreciative of Ms. Castillo and her organization. This organization does the work of champions. And it's because of her, it's because of people that her donors and the people that support her organization that this is so successful. So I am honored to receive this award. I thank you, I appreciate it, and the students at King Jude Magnet High School will always make you proud because I will always support your organization. Thank you, Ms. Castillo.
We also want to thank our dedicated advisory board members who have stood by us for 16 years. Avis Gibson, Roberta Jenkins, Benita Pilgrim Perkins, and a special thank you to Jim and Justin Castillo for being my life support. Also, our newly established executive board who have come together to take the organization to another level. Candida Mobley, Eric Miles, Ann McCallion, Daryl Brown, Tony Counts Rose, Reese Johnson, Trina Norman, and Ben Vera. Last but not least, the dedicated members of Legacy Ladies who continue to fulfill the mission. Leslie Jackson Houston, Candida Mobley, Tony Counts Rose, and Burnell Taylor. Again, thank you for your support. Please go to our website and learn more about these exceptional individuals.
When we speak about our Torchettes, they continue to rise, and they are worth the investment that you have made in them. If you would like to give to this worthy cause, please text to the number at the bottom of your screen. Lady Leslie.
Statistics show that African American girls are plagued with increased incarceration, suspensions, teen pregnancy, and violence. But the Torchettes are resilient, and they understand that the way out of poverty is through education. When we speak about our Torchettes, they continue to rise, and they are worth the investment you've made in them. As you know, the Legacy Ladies continues to strive to change the trajectory of the lives of African American girls. They understand that secondary education will change their life forever, and they have to stand strong and persevere. Here to tell her story is Mariah Moore.
Hello, my name is Mariah Moore, and I'm a graduate of Crenshaw High School, where I participated in Legacy Ladies for all 4 years. I am now a second-year psychology major at Dillard University in New Orleans, Louisiana. Before this semester, I had made reservations that I might not be able to return to Dillard University because of very few summer job opportunities and internships due to COVID-19. I was challenged to pay my tuition before the semester began, but I was fortunate enough to be able to reach out to Legacy Ladies at that time. Without the assistance of Legacy Ladies, I would have been one of the many students who were not able to return for the fall 2020 semester. I am very grateful for Legacy Ladies. Thank you so much. I made it.
Thank you, Mariah. As you can see, your investment in Legacy Ladies makes a difference. At this time, I would like to introduce the class of 2020 from the Schoolhouse to the White House Leadership Academy, accompanied by a musical selection from Elon.
From the schoolhouse to the White House.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I'm a senior at Crenshaw, and being a part of Legacy Ladies has taught me how to become a leader. At every workshop, I've learned a lot of public speaking skills, and from Lady Jackie, she tells us every workshop when we're about to speak to say our names and speak very clearly when we speak to the class, and at every workshop, I gain a lot of knowledge that I'll take with me in the future, and I just have a lot of guidance coming from everyone at Legacy Ladies, and it's really taught me a lot to work with others, especially who is in the program with me as well. So this program has really taught me a lot that I'll be taking with me.
Hi, my name is Kaylin Campbell. I am a sophomore and I attend Crenshaw High School. I just want to start off by saying thank you to Lady Jackie and the Leadership Academy for allowing me to take part in my community and help them in ways I thought could never be possible.
Your mind matters. You have to know that this is true. Have to know that this is true. Every young mind matters. Yeah, you must see that they do. Your journey has begun. Your journey has begun.
I'm so proud of all of our Torchettes who have worked diligently over this past school year, despite their challenges, but through it all, they continue to have hope and persevere. They have volunteered in their communities while maintaining a minimum grade point average of 3.0. We will continue to stand by them. This evening, each of our graduating seniors will each receive a laptop computer and a check for $5,000 apiece to begin their secondary education. Congratulations to all of our seniors.
Wait, Lady Jackie, can I have a word?
Oh, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eric Miles, our Vice Chair of the Executive Board and cast member of the reality TV show Love and Listing. And his appearance is not scripted. Eric, why are you here?
There was something on my mind.
Okay.
All right, so we've talked about this before, but as many of you know at home, financial aid doesn't cover the gap between the end of the semester and the beginning of the next. So I'm here to help close that gap with a $5,000 check.
Wow. Wow, that's fantastic, Eric. Wonderful, wonderful. But more is needed, so please text your contribution to the number at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you, I'll get out of your way.
Okay. You have paved the way for another Torchette to go to college. Thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, it's just as easy as that. Write that check. These young people are our future. Unfortunately, the scholarship will not cover all of their expenses, and when they go off to college, something like this is needed. These Torchettes are our future, and we're counting on them to make this world a better place. As Eric said, if you would like to make a love donation as our seniors prepare to college, please text your contribution to the number at the bottom of your screen. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Symphony Bordenave, and I'm a recent graduate of Dorsey High School, and I will be attending San Francisco State University in the fall. And I got into 33 different colleges, so I guess they really wanted me there. But I chose San Francisco State because I will be majoring in nutrition and dietetics. And my advice to any incoming senior is to not limit yourself and know that your dreams are bigger than what you may think they are. Keep the flame burning.
Oh my, thank you so much. Hi, my name is Jalen Anderson, and I'm a graduate from King Drew High School, and I'm going to go to Cal State Dominguez in Carson, California to major in community health so that I can become a physician assistant. My advice to the seniors, the incoming seniors, is to not be afraid to ask for help, especially when it's necessary, because there's always people in the corner who is going to want to help you. And one more thing, keep the flame burning.
Hi, my name is Unai Reynolds, and I just recently graduated from Dorsey High School. I'll be attending Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University, and I'll be studying agriculture and business. A word of advice from me to you is to be a unicorn amongst horses. Always be yourself and be unique. Keep the flame burning.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Ashley Harris, and I graduated from King Drew. I will be attending El Camino in the fall and then transferring to San Diego State for social work. My advice to you upcoming graduates is always to be true to yourself. Never forget who you are, and even if you change your major a couple times, it's okay, because it's what you want to do, and you will find out what you want to do eventually. Keep the torch, wait, what's lit? Keep the flame burning.
Thank you. I accept this torch on behalf of my fellow torches to pledge to keep the flame burning by living a life of purpose to become a community servant, and to graduate from high school and continue my secondary education to become a global leader of the future. My name is Khadija Shafi, and I'm a class of 2022. Keep the torch burning.
This year, the organization established a junior executive board consisting of the alumni and their friends, so they will continue to carry the torch of service to help mentor our torchettes and to keep the flame of service burning. The members are Miyoshi Price, Dedriana Elliott, Raquel Bowman, Delicia Davis, Kendra Smith, Harmony Perry, Jasmine Jackson, Brianna Smith, and Jasmine Spites. These young ladies have a passion to give back to their community, and in the words of board member Harmony Perry, their goal is to inspire young girls who are unsure of their potential and power to excel phenomenally. Each of our junior executive board members have graduated from college, have jobs, and some of them have even received their master's or they're working on their master's right now. The junior executive board members have become successful in their own careers after graduating from college. Lady Jackie caught up with President Miyoshi Price and Vice President Dedriana Elliott of the Junior Executive Board and had a chance to talk about their goals for the future.
Hi, I'm Jackie Castillo, and I'm so happy to be here with our two Junior Executive Board members, President Miyoshi Price, Vice President DeAndre Elliott, and we get together every now and then, and today is another one of those days, and so we're just going to have a little chat and talk about our history, how we got started, and how they got involved in this. So I'm going to start with you, Miyoshi. So you started in the Leadership Academy years ago. So tell me, what prompted you to be a participant?
You know, honestly, just looking at how the curriculum looked, I was very excited about it. I didn't really know that it was going to be so super structured where I had to wear a skirt and, you know, be super professional. The woman you see today is not, it's definitely not the girl I was back in high school. But I came in and you gave me a uniform.
Yeah,
and you were
because
like,
I remember the first time I met you, you came in basketball shorts.
I did.
You're a baller, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness,
Yes,
yes. And I'm like, who is this person? Okay, we'll bring her in anyway. So anyway, you converted to skirt.
I did convert. I'm a dress-wearing, heel-wearing person, professional at all times. But it was really the curriculum. It was exactly what I think I needed in order to be successful. And I always wanted to be successful. My mom told me mediocrity is a sin in my house. You're going to college. You're going to, create something out of yourself.
After you graduated from high school, then what was the journey?
It was fun. It was, once you do all these workshops, you know what to expect. You give all these little hints and resources, and then you have a scholarship from the Legacy Ladies, and you know that you will be able to continue and be successful even in the college environment. And so when I attended UC Santa Barbara, I always knew that I had someone that I can call if I needed something. So my network went from just, classmates and teachers to an extreme, global presence because of the leadership program. So I believe it was a successful experience, and you all were a part of that.
So Dedriana, let's talk about you. You went through the Leadership Academy. When you went to college, what was that experience about? What did you gain from the Leadership Academy that helped you when you went to college? Were there any little gems that you were able to propel forward in your college career?
Yeah, I think, like Miyoshi said, that curriculum, that structure that's embedded into the Leadership Academy, once I transitioned into secondary education, it just really enhanced my ability to learn in the classroom, my ability to work well with others, being, I think it's one of the reasons why I even went into communication, because I really do enjoy meeting new people, speaking in front of people, and Lady Jackie says it's a game that we love, but not when we're in the program. But, you know, that taught us listening skills, how to listen actively, how to learn from others, how to learn by doing, you know, so that all of those things really helped me become a better student. And then, of course, like Miyoshi said, being awarded the scholarship, that allowed me to have the financial support beyond the educational support to be able to pursue my dream of getting a bachelor's.
Well, that's great. Fantastic. Like I said, you're a great role model, too. Many times people say, boy, they've learned so much from the girls, the Torchettes have learned so much from the women in the organization. But what I say is that for us, it's a lesson every day. We learn from them. I mean, every day they have someone that's saying something that we can take away to make us stronger and better as well. So it's been really a win-win for everyone, I think. What was it that made you turn around and say, education is important? This is what I need to be successful.
Yeah, so for me, my primary guardian became my aunt. My mom was on drugs when she had me. I was born prematurely, 2 pounds, 2 ounces. And so I saw the struggles that my mother faced. You know, she didn't have enough money to pay for food and shelter. There was times we were homeless. We moved around a lot as a kid. And then I had my aunt. She had 2 master's degrees, and you know, she was an educator, and we went to the best places in the world. She gave me that exposure that I needed as a child. So I knew that I needed to find people who were on a path and a journey that I was on. And so it became very important to me to join the organization, which I'm glad I did, because I was my fire was lit and it's still burning. And so I'm able to continue to keep going with the pursuits that I have, and I'm able to educate and light other lights within the world.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the infrastructure for the future. If you want to continue to support our girls, please go to our website, www.legacyladies.inc.com, or either text to give. It's right on the screen. So please, please remember them, that they are the future. Thank you.
Somebody told me it was time to wake up and pay attention to what's going on. Brothers and sisters are getting educated. If you want the keys to the future, you better hear my song. Make that move, do it right now. Make that move, let me show you how. Let me show you how. Make that move, do it right now. Do it right now. You got to make that move. You got to make that move. Let the people say why. Martin Luther King had a dream about you and me, that our children, grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren are gonna be kings and queens of our destiny. And with courage and vision and hard work and love, we're gonna make the dream reality. We're gonna make that move. Do it right now. Do it right now. Make that move. Let me show you how. Let me show you how. Make that move. Do it right now. Do it right now. You got to make that move. You got to make that move. Let the people say why.
Another tradition of Legacy Ladies is to honor individuals and recognize those who are changing the landscape of their profession. They show leadership and competency, even through adversity. They show courage by taking a risk. And yes, they are successful. These individuals have shined a light on others. They continue to blaze a trail so we can follow.
So this evening, I'm excited for you to hear their stories. I'm excited and honored to be able to pass the torch to them for their service and their accomplishments.
At this time, I would like to introduce you to one of the most valued and trusted journalists on all of TV, with more than 40 years of experience. Beverly White's coverage of national stories for NBC4 includes the mass shooting in Aurora, Colorado, the Boston Marathon bombing, wildfires, and mudslides throughout Southern California, just to name a few of the many stories that she has covered. During her career, she has collected numerous awards and honors, including the 2018 National Association of Black Journalists Chuck Stone Lifetime Achievement Award, the 2020 Trailblazer Award recipient, Beverly White. Now, she couldn't be with us tonight because she's busy collecting all these awards. She's so talented. Beverly, no one deserves this more than you. Congratulations.
Well, Chris, it means more than words can say to have this honor presented to me by as esteemed a peer as yourself. You know, we're not just colleagues, we're former co-workers. I've married into your frat, so it's all good. It's nothing but love. And it is a joy to be with you, albeit electronically right now. You could say we are safe social distancing, and there's no shame in that. But you know, I'm with you in spirit, not just right now, but always, because you are my brother in the struggle of journalism. And as our universe goes through a racial reckoning, I know that you are representing, and I do the best I can with the skill set the Lord has blessed me with. So it means more than words can say to have you present this honor to me and to be with you and the Legacy ladies and all of my other very worthwhile honorees. I praise the sisters. I thank the organization for your continued good works in our community. I know there is good in our neighborhood, and Legacy Ladies reminds me of that. The Torch Awards will light up my life and warm my heart for years to come. So thank you so much for allowing me to socially distance with you in the spirit of togetherness, brotherhood, and sisterhood, and doing what we can to serve our communities together. God bless you all. I'd be there with you if I could, but again, I'm with you in spirit. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
This year's recipient of the President's Award is George Willis, retired president of the United States Operations for United Parcel Service. He was responsible for all package delivery and logistics services, as well as UPS Airlines for the world's largest economy. The UPS operations delivers more than 21 million packages daily.
Thanks, Chris. And on behalf of UPS and the 500,000 employees and the 350,000 US employees, we humbly accept this award from Legacy Ladies. We have a motto at UPS, and we adopted in the US operations, and it's just simply as this: we harvest from the community, and it's our responsibility to give back. So thank you so much for this award.
Accepting the 2020 Visionary Award is Stephanie Wiggins, Chief Executive Officer of Metrolink. She is the first Black female chief executive to hold the position in the 26-year history of Metrolink. The agency serves 6 counties and operates trains on 512 miles of track and serves about 39,000 riders every weekday. Wiggins has led several high-profile projects, including the creation of Los Angeles County's first toll lanes along the 110 freeway.
Thank you to Jackie Castillo and Legacy Ladies. This is such an honor. I am humbled to accept this award. I also want to congratulate my fellow honorees, Beverly White and George Willis. When I think about the legacy of this organization, I know that it affirms the value of Black lives. And as the first African American and the first female CEO at Metrolink, I know the importance of confidence, character, and grace. I stand on the shoulders of the many Legacy Ladies who've paved the path before me, and I accept this honor today on behalf of the memory of my mother. Thank you.
Again, congratulations to each of you. You are definitely deserving of your awards. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Your dedication and foresight is certainly making a difference, no doubt about that. Now, I have just a few questions for each of you, and Beverly, as a journalist, I know you take your job so seriously, and you can't show some of your personal feelings as you're telling these stories or telling the stories of other people. For you, is the representation, seeing a face, little girl seeing a face like yours on TV, what does that mean to you, and how do you think it helps little girls, boys, whomever, people of color, set goals for themselves?
Well, Chris, that is a powerful question, and I'll keep my answer as brief as possible because I could go on for hours on that subject. My organization that you and I share, the National Association of Black Journalists, we believe to our bones that representation matters. And as you indicated in the question, not just little Black boys and girls, but all children who are watching the news can look to the coverage and see stories that I pray reflect them and the world they live in and the possibilities. Because if you can see it, you can be it. I didn't see Black journalists when I was growing up, but children of all colors can see them now. And I hope and pray that that inspires them to reach for the stars, be the newsmakers, the news consumers of responsible decision making. We pray that they take lessons from the stories we share and not just inspiration, but to become better citizens and know what's going on, making informed decisions that benefit us all. That's what we hope journalism will do. And having people who look like us telling the stories, that's just value added, because we know we're beyond the victims and villains as portrayed in the past. We command these stories, we are making change, and I am blessed to be a storyteller and a witness to all the change agents among us.
Beverly, thank you so much. Let's keep it going with the ladies. Ladies first, right? All right, what is the biggest risk that you've ever taken?
Well, Chris, the biggest risk I've ever taken in my career is really to raise my hand and to volunteer for the assignment that no one else wanted. Why was it a risk? I decided to take on the opportunity to come to Los Angeles, car culture obsessed LA, and implement the toll lanes. And it was a risk, it wasn't safe, it wasn't popular, but I took that opportunity, raised my hand, and as a result, we have a very successful program that reduced congestion. Not only did it reduce congestion, but the net revenue generated from the tolls gets reinvested in the communities where the 110 operates and the 10 operates, some of the lowest income communities in LA County. So really, truly proud of the equity that I brought to this project, proud of being a first in the nation, and it wouldn't have happened if I didn't speak up, raise my hand, and take a chance on myself.
Excellent. Great answer. I know people are learning from it right now. I know that I learned. You're responsible for the toll lanes? I'm like, wait, I'll take the toll lanes. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, what do you wish that you had done differently? I mean, you're a principal, you're a pretty big shot, but what do you wish you had done differently?
Well, you know, in listening to the answers before, and Chris, and thank you for that question, it would really be a combination. One, I took a chance, a big risk, and I moved my family to Europe. I had opportunity to be the first African-American president of the UK/Nordic countries, an opportunity to lead 9 countries, and be the first African-American to ever do that for UPS. When we did that, I went in there with a UPS US mentality, take the hill. That's absolutely was the wrong thing to do. It couldn't have gone any worse than a strike, and that's what happened. Well, the resilient thing about the amazing company I work for and the incredible people that live in Europe was they allowed me to make that mistake. They allowed me to be American. They allowed me then to go to INSEAD in Paris and learn about different cultures. They allowed us to work together and build something so strong, so profitable that other companies tried to copy it and looking at forwarding. So the biggest and probably the largest mistake I ever made was how we went into a strike area. But one of the greatest things and opportunities to learn from it was exactly that.
Again, another great answer. All right, one more question, and this one you both can answer. Doesn't matter which order. I guess this time we'll start with the gentleman. This is the most tumultuous time in my lifetime. And for young people, it's probably in America the most tumultuous time for them as well. My question is this: what pearl of advice do you have for young people who are scared about the future?
Well, Chris, I think that's a great question. And I really would use something that I use I'm just going to call it my own parable at work. And what I used to always say was, as a corporation, we harvest from the community. We have a responsibility to give back. And if the kids and the young adults that are coming through now would always remember that the corporations harvest them. They're the product. And they have a responsibility to give back. But that give back must be challenged, and they must be prepared to take the risk. Earlier, I talked about leaving the United States and uprooting my family and going to Europe. You must be willing to take the risk, to make the sacrifice for the reward.
So be willing to take the risk. Got it. What pearl of wisdom for young people?
Well, thank you, Chris, for that really profound question. You know, we are having a special moment right now. You know, this pandemic has put a spotlight on the inequalities. This has been a summer of racial reckoning with the murders of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and many others. And I would tell the young folks out there that first and foremost, what we learned from this situation is, one, that racism is a structure, not an event. And I don't want them to hide from it. That is, know that they should not hide their light, that their voice matters. What we are reckoning as a country is that our policies are at issue, and we have to change our policies. And so in my role as a CEO, I'm using my influence to look at our policies in transportation. I am talking to all of my employees, regardless of their generation, and I want the young people to know that their voice matters, and this is the time to speak up and not hide their light.
Love it. Thank you both. And Beverly White, thank you so much for joining us and spending some time with us from far away. We know you're busy. Thank you, Bev, and thank you both.
It's been a great evening, and congratulations once again to our honorees and the Torchettes. And a special thanks to all those individuals behind the scenes. Danette Wilkerson of Do Management, Elon, Crescendo Ward, Jack Lightsey Productions, Kyle Jordan, the Omni Hotel and their technical team, and of course, our Master of Ceremonies, Chris Schavel, for making this a virtual memory that will never be forgotten.
For 16 years, think about it, 16 years, Legacy Ladies has been making a huge difference in our community, and that hasn't stopped, not even during a world-changing pandemic. They're still making a difference. I know you want to help, and now more than ever, Legacy Ladies needs that help. The number to provide that help is right there at the bottom of your screen. Please call, open your checkbook, along with your heart.
I want to thank all of our sponsors, and especially you. Thank you for being part of our 16th Annual Torch Awards. We look forward to seeing you next year. Press on.
Here's what you do when it's time for you to reach back and lend a helping hand, and you feel the spark of community as a legacy passes through your hand.